Well, hi YouTubers, hi, I'm back with 60 books in isolation, and I'm doing 4 books one after the other, and all by Millie Johnson. So let me start with this one. It's called It's Raining Men, came out in 2013, and let me read the blurb. Between some work, May, Lara and Claire are desperate for some time away. They've each had a rough time of it lately and need some serious R&R. So they set off to a luxurious spa for 10 glorious days, but when they arrive at the destination, it appears it's not the place they thought it was. In fact, they appear to have come to entirely the wrong village. Here in Vendalum, nothing is quite what it seems. The lovely cobble streets and picturesque cottages hide a secret that the villagers have been keeping hidden for years. Why is everyone so unfriendly and suspicious? Why does the landlord of the holiday rental seem so rude? And why are there so few women in the village? Despite the strange atmosphere, the 3 friends are determined to make the best of it. But will this be the break they need, or will the odd little village with all its secrets bring them all to breaking point? Okay, so It's Raining Men, which is quite appropriate because of the weather. It is almost 5 o'clock in May, almost May's tomorrow, today's the 30th. The weather's like this, honestly. This is not my first time trying to do this video, by the way, because it got a little bit confused in my previous attempts, which I'll explain as we get in. So basically, May, Lara and Claire, they all work together for the same company, and this is the thing. Okay, I'm going to start with Lara's story, okay? This is Lara. Before she moved in, she'd taken the time to try to get to know Keely and Garth, her boyfriend James's children. And even though they were quiet when she used to visit, she presumed that they might grow to like her, because she was keen to like them. Lara had had a happy childhood, despite her family not having much money, so didn't have the privileges that James's children had, but she was always loved and well fed and felt safe. Basically, Keely and Garth are just arseholes. They're obnoxious to Lara, they're rude, they keep going on to Key about James's ex-girlfriend, Shiana Lee, who basically finds out that James has been shagging on the side, okay? And basically treats Lara like an au pair. And then Lara's had enough. She's absolutely had enough of this. So, yes. And then there is Claire, okay? Now, Claire is with Lud, okay, who is obviously of German heritage. And during their time together, basically, Claire's all business. She's working to become partner in this company, and Lud's been offered this dream job to Dubai, and Claire breaks up with him because she has to become partner. She's all business. She has business hair, okay? She's just all business. And yeah, and then she goes away because she needs to get away from it all, even though she really does love Lud, and they're not really been on the right level because they've both been working so hard. But they've been together since they were teenagers. They were childhood sweethearts, okay? And then there's May. And May's storyline is that she was seeing this guy who pretended that he had a sick wife, and she was in a care home, she wasn't well, and May was like, oh, you poor thing, I feel so sorry for you, that kind of thing. And it turns out that this guy was lying. Yeah. So you need to get away from it all. And they booked they put the book in the gorgeous swanky, R&R spa, and instead, due to a cock up with the booking, it became this village. Now this village is gorgeous and picturesque, and it's right by the coast, but everyone's just so unfriendly to them. But the problem is that it takes way too long to get from their lives to Wendalum. It takes about 100 pages. It's like gorgeous cottage, which has like a secret kind of stairs that go right down to a lagoon. Okay, which Claire finds, because Claire is actually the focus on this bit was mainly on Claire, because Claire's the one who finds this lagoon going down. Claire absolutely loves the water, because this is where magical realism comes in, and I will give Millie Johnson some respect, is when magical realism is definitely in this book, and it's actually real. A lot of authors wouldn't have done that. It may be magic, maybe it's mundane, who knows, okay? But no, I mean, this bit here, this is page 134. This is how long it takes to get to the actual village itself in a 450 page novel, okay? Right. You funny how I seem to have brought us a way in with the cafe owner or the waitress or whatever she is, because Claire has one green eye and one blue eye, okay? So, which is, according to the village, she's a witch. Everyone calls her a witch because of it. She's a witch. She actually is referred to as a witch, okay? Because obviously, country folk and their superstitious ways. Her eyes had brought Lud into her life. The two oddballs who had bonded. He accepted her and loved her for whose differences, while his mother had once taken her to hospital to see if she had one of the colours changed. This is when the obnoxious disabled woman comes in. The cafe door opened with a pronounced bang. When they turned round to see, it was a young woman in a wheelchair, patiently ramming her way in before the tall man behind her could hold the front door. The woman in the wheelchair stopped rolling for a moment to take the few strangers in. She noticed that one of them with the brown eyes and the long brown hair was looking at someone higher than the eye level. She tracked the stranger's gaze and found the man she'd come in was turning the attention. She rolled back into his legs to break the contact. Yeah, and this is Daisy. Now Daisy she's disabled, and it was all Frank's fault. Frank becomes obviously a love interest as well, and Daisy is just an obnoxious woman in a wheelchair. She's nasty. She's definitely homophobic. Um, she obviously calls Claire a witch, and she's just obnoxious. She gets a comeuppance in the end, but she's basically, and as she's in a wheelchair, no one ever speaks up against her. Okay, she's an absolute cow. She's an absolute cow. Okay, and basically says things like, keep away from my Francis, keep away from my Frank. Okay, here you go. I don't think I'll even saw anyone less likely to have the name Daisy, whispered Claire, fighting a giggle in her voice. Wheelchair or no wheelchair, that is one grumpy cow. Jesus, if looks could kill, said Laura, watching the one-sided eyeball tag. Have you met her before or something? Is that in a past life when you find the general? Okay, yeah. Yeah, but she's just horrible. Doesn't like outsiders. I think because she's one of the few women in the village, okay, it gave her like an exalted status. Okay, and there's also a subplot going on with a woman called Joan who's basically become part of Rendalum's kind of like county, if you will. Who her job is, she basically wants to marry the head of the manor and take all the money. But there is like a storyline going on which in the 1920s a boat was saved by a mermaid, okay, called Rain. And actually, the woman called Rain in the village, okay, who is the mermaid who lives alone up on the hill. And she can't get down to the lagoon anymore, she's in a wheelchair, okay? And Rain is clearly a mermaid, okay? Now, one thing is this, okay, with Daisy also being in a wheelchair, I saw some panels of the Little Mermaid. I couldn't help it. Because, obviously, with Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid, walking hurt the mermaid's legs so much that, there was like walking, walking on knives. So I kind of began to get the opinion, okay, that maybe Daisy was also like a wicked mermaid. She was the sea witch, if you will. Okay. I kind of got that impression. However, Joan, doing investigations about Rendell's mysterious, it was Rain who saved us from the sea. There's actually a monument to that. I kind of got that impression as well. Okay. That there was that little kind of mermaid, kind of magical reason vibe going on. Okay. However, Joan is doing an investigation. Joan doesn't really interact with anyone on the main thing. She kind of stays and kind of like gaslights people with the hair, trying to be a bit more modest, and then later on she bribes, the Lord of Alcohol, trying to get all the secrets, okay, of the village, trying to get, the money off them, okay. Yet that felt kind of out of nowhere as well. There's too much going on in this book. There's too much going on, okay. So this is a lot of things in Mae Johnson's book, okay. This is Lara's storyline, okay, because a lot of it obviously is Lara, okay. As I said before, her mum and dad would love it here, she thought, listening to the silence broken now and again with a school squawk of the seagulls. It sounded as if they were laughing at the of Comdens as they flew overhead. Parents never had a lot of money, but had saved to put her through university and were proud of her every achievement. They be gutted to find out that their successful power suit wearing daughter was a lonely, unloved woman with nothing in her life but a job she didn't really want anymore. Yeah. And that's a lot of theme with Mae Johnson's books, okay? The kind of like, family versus career, okay? But this book was good, but the problem is, and I found this personally, was the names of the characters. They're called May, Lara, and Claire. All have A's. That's too similar. When you're reading the book and the characters' names are so similar, you start to forget who's who after a while. I found this problem. And I didn't really care. I didn't really care, okay, about a little subplots going on, okay, with people going on dates. There's little subplots going on, okay, with the men in the village. There's this magical reason thing going on with the mermaids. It just feels like So like these 10 days, these women were here. Okay, they basically transformed. They came in like they came in and basically like a bunch of magical girls came fix the village's problems. They basically made it all look nice. Yeah. Yeah, and so I like this book, but I also didn't like it. It felt a little bit too much was going on. Too much was going on, but it's kind of magical realism. They they have to fix the town. They're dead by accident. Okay, but now they're gonna cure all its ills. And everyone gets a comeuppance in the end. And Daisy, I'm gonna spoil it. She was faking disability to get Frank to marry her, and Frank doesn't marry her. Frank marries someone else. One of the girls. I'm not gonna spoil which one. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna call a day here. Okay, but Raining Men, it's good, but it's not good Millie Johnson. I know she's capable better. And once again, the thing with the names, it's all over the place. So, how it was well written, and the bits in Rendellum was when the books really came to life. And I'm signing off here. Loves you all.